There's a fantastic wine farm called Springfield that make one of the very finest wines called Work of Time. And I'm just hoping that this first time I come in some way live up to that expectation.
Yeah, she's a filly I've always thought very highly of, Bon. I don't think she's 100% necessarily ready for this run. I think greenness may not be on our side on the day, but she's a filly full of class and I think full of ability. So I definitely wouldn't leave her out on the day, and I think she'll be in the mix-up late.
Another first-timer, Barracks in race 2.
Yeah, he's a horse that he's a funny horse. I've had to deal with a few niggles with him. He had 1 or 2 back problems as a 2-year-old. I actually really thought that he was going to be my nursery horse at one stage in time. So he never quite lived up to it. He didn't quite handle what I was trying to throw at him. So I've just taken my time. I've waited for him to come back to me and show me that he's ready to go. And it's come out nicely. He is a horse that's got a bit of rocks in his brain, if you will. So for me, there's no pressure on him to win. He's fit and well and ready enough to win. But yeah, the bigger thing for me is just that he has a good experience first time out there and he comes back happy and sound.
Quite ironically, you'd expect William Blake to be a William Longsword, but in fact he's an Erupt and he's in the same race as Barracks.
Yeah, he's a nice looking son of Erupt. He's actually Goathie's half brother, funny enough. So I'm hoping that we're also going to have a little bit of fun with this fella. He does look like a decent sort. I think he'll be a better 3-year-old. 1200 should be right up his alley. It's just a learning experience. I think he will need it a little bit, but he's doing very well at home, and I think he'll also be a quartet place chance.
The Mauritian, somewhat of an enigma, very talented. We know he can deliver some good performances, but also the odd curve ball.
Yeah, he's got some issues, Bon. He's a horse that does have a bit of back problems. So the run where he won, we got on top of him, and he looked very well going to his race. And in his last start, actually, I was more confident than the start that he won, his penultimate start. But he just, obviously his backwards must have been irritating him. But from what I thought from a working point of view, I would have never said so. So yeah, we've gone back, we've treated him again, and I'm hoping he can bring back that penultimate start.
When the good Lord above made the horse, I think he used this horse as a model. The I'm Giant, back from a lengthy break, almost limitless talent, but what are you expecting?
Yeah, he's a horse full of ability, Bon. I've always thought very highly of him. He really has shown that he does have what it takes. As a 2-year-old, he was always just a little bit soft, so I bided my time with him. And then after his last start, there was a bit of a hiccup with him, so I gave him 3 months off. I waited with him, brought him back into the yard, and then I've just been building him up for this race. Just really come out, enjoy himself. Just a good experience for him, but he's working very well at home. I think he'll also be in the first 3.
I Am Giant in the middle. Here's the leader, gallivanting behind that Mercanto. Chayavana's looking to run on. Goliath Heron is over to the inside. Now Chayavana coming at I Am Giant. Goliath Heron, they spread across the track here. Chayavana, I believe, just...
There's nothing else that matters more than the first Saturday in July. But before we get there, we need to go down to the Vaal with a horse of the same name.
Yeah, nothing else matters. He's not particularly the easiest horse, especially out the pens. He's a little bit slow into stride, and he's got a very elongated back. So he's always had a little bit of muscle-bound issues there back into sacro. So we've done a lot of work on him. He's got a good draw. Cabello's on his back. The field doesn't look particularly strong. There's one or two horses that might be in the mix-up, but off of his last run and his improvement in his work since then, I definitely think this boy's got an each-way chance.